Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. Today, a Golden State clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So San Diego State's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
San Jose State 3, San Diego State 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
the pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up third down.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
By the running back. Number 12, on to kick it away.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
San Diego State, 0.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Welsh. Tackled after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to keep running. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Spartans are on the move.
And that's a first down for the
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pitts. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Gain of 21 on the play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Bowling Green is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the handoff. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Floats it out in space. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. This offense has a 2nd down play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll just down it right there. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll give it on the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Welch.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And the Spartans are flying down the field.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Pitts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the big fella. Plows through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
On to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Is a turnover on down.
Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he intercepts it. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Touchdown, San Jose State! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over UNLV.
Going up top on first down.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, wants to throw it. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The aerial assault continues. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Getting some heat. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes.